Retail theft cases are usually pretty cut and dry and fairly simple, but not when it's with a sovereign citizen. When a sovereign citizen's involved, sometimes it ends up with a taser, a use of force, and a whole bunch of other stuff. This is one of those.
Hi, how are you? Hey, was there a problem over at Target at all, do you know of?
No.
Nothing? They're kind of accusing you of stealing. You were not?
No.
How did they mess that up then? Can you?
I don't know. They was probably profiled.
Did they try to? I wasn't, but do you know, were they trying to stop you before exiting or no?
No.
Okay, so nothing happened inside the store?
No, I walked out.
Okay, do you have your license with you, please?
No.
Do you have one?
Yeah, I have a license, but I'm private citizen.
Okay, can I grab your name then, please?
No, you cannot.
Ding, ding, ding. The refusal, the private citizen, the profiling, sovereign citizen territory. Here we go.
Well, you're detained right now, okay? Until I investigate this thing going on right now. They called us, okay? So just sit tight for me. Do you have insurance on the vehicle or you don't need that either?
I have insurance, but I'm private.
Do you have any information showing you're private, ma'am? You have to have something, some ID or passport. I think it's a passport.
Yeah, but I'm
Can I have that?
I don't have my passport, but I have my
I'm sorry?
I have my certificate.
Can I see that? We're going to try to get to the bottom of it and see what's going on.
So you hear the officer ask for the passport, which he knows, that shows he has some training or experience with dealing with sovereigns, because he knows that sovereigns often will carry a passport as their form of ID.
So she's a private citizen, so she doesn't have a driver's license. So you just started doing this private
Yeah.
thing? Okay, all right.
Have you ever had a Illinois driver's license or identification card before?
In the past, yeah.
You have?
She's saying that it's a misunderstanding of some sort. She has no idea what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So I told her we'd get to the bottom of it and go from there.
I'm private.
Okay. And what exactly does that mean?
You should know. I am the name holder for my business. My business.
Your business.
I'm a private citizen, so you don't know the information.
Is that like a sovereign citizen or
I
is it
am
all
a
the same?
private citizen. No, it's not the same.
Okay, I'm just not familiar with it.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
know.
I'm asking you.
I'm not a private citizen. I'm not a sovereign. I'm
Okay.
a private.
I haven't heard of private specifically then. What does that mean?
I am a living woman.
Okay.
I'm a live, breathing, living woman. I'm not what's on my ID. That's why I don't have a driver's license.
This is says a certificate of existence and registration.
Yeah, I mean, this is relatively new to me. Crystal, you said you've had a license before, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I just...
Are you from Minnesota at all?
No, I'm not.
Or is that where you actually
That's
get...
why I found it.
I gotcha. Okay.
What's your date of birth?
I'm not giving you that information, man.
Okay. What was the misunderstanding at the Target? Because right now they're saying that you left with cosmetics, I believe, clothing, other grocery items, I believe, and they're saying that you took those without paying. Was there some sort of misunderstanding there, or something that you could clarify further for us? Not that you know of? What did you purchase there? You purchase items, okay.
So from a law enforcement perspective, we view sovereigns in kind of two categories. Ones who legitimately believe that stuff, and ones who utilize that mashup of the ideology to try to get around the law. In my opinion, this woman is the latter. They both can be incredibly dangerous, but we have to try to figure out who it is that we're dealing with. And I believe she's the latter.
Do you have insurance on the vehicle?
I am a private citizen.
You do have to have insurance for a vehicle when you're operating on a public roadway. What would happen if you had a vehicle accident? You wouldn't care?
No, obviously I would.
Would you just cover it out of pocket? You don't have insurance?
But I'm not in an accident. Am I being detained for an accident?
No, right now you're just being detained for theft. So when did you say you became a private citizen? It was recent?
Yeah,
A month ago? Is there like a rule book or something that you guys abide by, or what's the...
I don't feel like you're the cop. You should know these things.
I know the Illinois laws, so it sounds like you're kind of going outside of the Illinois laws, correct?
I don't abide by any legal process, any legal things in this country. I do not. I law for common law. That's what we go by, common law. Nothing legal. Anything in your legal process, y'all jurisdiction, I don't go by. You don't have to. That I'm a living woman.
Okay, so you guys can steal or like murder, and that's fine with you?
I don't want to say anything else because I feel like you're trying to interview me, and I'm not. This is not an interview.
Okay.
So she is in fact a private citizen. Most people are private citizens, and you will see that terminology in some law. However, that status does not supersede statute. That's simple.
Crystal, you still live on Plainfield, is that right? Your driver's license shows Plainfield. Is that correct? Okay, I mean, if you want to do the private thing now, that's fine. But you have a valid, I don't understand, you have a valid driver's license. I just don't understand that.
You just looked up an old driver's license.
But it's still valid.
Okay, doesn't matter. I just told you I applied for a passport.
Okay.
I'm a private citizen.
Do you want to tell?
my certificate.
Okay.
Good standing.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to tell us anything about the target before we proceed with this investigation, or no? You had nothing.
To say.
Okay. All right.
So two things here. First is the valid license kind of boxes her in, because when you apply for a license, there are implied consent rules and laws that you say that I will contract with. That's why a lot of times you'll see that their licenses are suspended. So he kind of almost checkmated her. She's definitely in check by the fact that they have the license. The other thing is the collateral investigation is the investigation into this theft. And you also have to make sure that there's enough evidence that this theft occurred so that they don't do anything wrong, because they're relying on the information from the private entity, which in this case is Target.
I just showed you my certificate.
You're under arrest for retail theft.
No, that's not.
It is.
No, I am.
It is. We don't want to take you out of the car.
It looks like Deputy Don't Play That just arrived, and I think things are going to change from talking.
Please don't listen. Please don't make us.
You are
just cooperate with us.
You are literally going by the business name. You are going by what's on my ID. I am not that business. I am a living woman. So who are you arresting?
I'm arresting you.
Who are you arresting?
So what's your living woman name?
She showed me what it was. It was Crystal.
I showed him my certificate.
Okay, all right.
That's who's under arrest.
Your private citizen needs to step out of your vehicle.
No, I'm.
Okay.
Who are you arresting?
You're being placed under arrest. It's time to get out of the vehicle.
Don't fight, Crystal. Okay.
You are under arrest.
What
Undo your seatbelt. You, whoever this living human being is. Fabri, hit her seatbelt.
Don't make us pull you out, Crystal, please.
No.
You're out of the car.
Come on.
Out of the vehicle.
Come on.
Out of the vehicle.
Come on.
Out of the vehicle now. Step out of the vehicle now.
Stop this.
Why are you breaking my
Crystal, come on. Come out of the car. There's no way I can't even get in there.
Stop.
We're not playing games. Let's go. Yes, I'll stop when you get out of the car.
Come on.
Time to go.
Why are you
Time to go out of the vehicle.
You're refusing to get out of the vehicle.
Resisting
You
arrest.
need to step off.
Get off me.
You need to
Get off me. Don't touch me.
Don't.
Let's go. Let's go. Out of the car now. Out of the car now. On the ground. On the ground. Put your hands behind your back. No, leave her up. Put her hands behind your back.
She's fine. I asked you nicely to get out, okay?
You're arresting someone who's not me.
I've mentioned this before regarding taser. When the officer deployed the taser, it looked like what he did was called a drive stun, which is not the deployment of the prongs. It's a localized stun at a location, which is pain compliance to get a person to do what you want them to do. I didn't see him actually make contact with the taser, but she did get out of the car. I don't know if it just happened to be coincidence that she got out of the car or just heard it. It looked like it was a drive stun, which is not the deployment of the prongs. It's just driving the taser into the skin.
So you're arresting the nameless one, and I just showed you
I'm
my
arresting
certificate.
you.
I'm a private. No. Why? Okay, you
Arresting
cannot.
the person that is on video stealing from the Target.
I am
Which
not.
is you.
Okay. I have my stuff, please.
What stuff? Let's go. Get in the
No,
car.
you have my things.
I have your things. They're
have
coming
my
with you.
property.
It's coming
And
with.
then you have my car open.
Yeah, we're gonna take most of the stuff out of the car.
No, you're not. What do you mean you're gonna take
Why are we resisting?
Why are you kicking me?
Why are we resisting?
Why do you have my property?
Yeah, it's coming with you. So here, this is paid for. Gatorade, second Gatorade. Hold on, give me a second Gatorade.
This is an officer's nightmare because all of that stuff has to be inventoried. There has to be a receipt printed out. What did she pay for? What did she not pay for? The stuff that goes back to the store, the stuff that may have to be impounded. It takes so many man hours and takes officers out of service for the time that they could be doing other much more serious, important tasks. I counted 4 officers and a sergeant on this call.
I'll be transporting one female to the jail.
I can have my mother come and pick up my kids.
No, it's going to be towed.
Why does it have to be told?
Because it was used in the commission of a crime.
I've mentioned this in my videos before and I've seen it firsthand. They care so much more about their vehicle being towed than going to jail, which is baffling to me because can't play that sovereign stuff down at the tow yard. They got to come up with the dollars.
But I'm asking if my mother can pick up my vehicle.
No. Okay, Crystal. I'm going to unbuckle you and we're going to walk over here, okay? We'll be here to support you a little bit. Then we're going to walk right over here.
We heard the officers articulating the retail theft. It could potentially also be a burglary depending on how she entered or what the elements are in that jurisdiction. We heard them talking about the resisting as well. This sovereign thing never ever works. I've reviewed several of these videos. I've worked these cases myself. If you know someone that could potentially fall down this rabbit hole, please share this video with them. It never ever works. Not once have I ever seen it work. And if you like this kind of content, like and subscribe. And click on the video that's on your screen if you'd like to see more content just like this. And there are other videos in this catalog that aren't just sovereign stuff. There's all kinds of police things that you can learn from.